Livingston is now starting to say, hey, this is on our radar.
Shelter in place.
Right, we're going to put a shelter in place
all
here
students
because
and staff
exactly
in school,
right.
yeah.
They're starting to see, even though that smoke is moving up, is that if we're getting more of that, it's hitting that cap, that inversion I told you about, if it's moving laterally, well, and if we're getting a little bit more of a westerly push to that, then that's going to put Livingston, there's a lot of folks in the Livingston area, right, that are going to be under at least under some concern at this point that what's in this smoke starts to move back down.
And that's the greatest concern right now. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, they're mobilizing an air monitoring unit to set up in Polk County. This is, of course, going to provide more information about the hazards that they're dealing with, and that they're going to have to take the appropriate safety measures.
Yes, and our crews have been making their way out to this location. And we do want to check in with KPRC2's Rochelle Turner, who's on the road en route to this scene. Rochelle, what's that drive looking like so far for you?
Hey guys, well, the drive is not looking good so far. I'm going to flip the camera around. We are on US 59 northbound trying to get to Shepherd. We're trying to get to that Exxon gas station where the media staging is set up. And as you guys can see, there's several cars. There's a truck right there that is a big rig that is backing up. Several cars trying to get off of the highway. We've been sitting in this current spot for maybe 10 minutes. And as we are moving a little closer, we really don't have a set time on when we will make it to that media staging point. The GPS is telling us that this road is closed, and so we're trying to make our way out into Shepherd, but we have been making calls and trying to get more information as we do head out here. There's another truck turning around right here, this blue GMC truck, but this has been the same thing that we've been seeing for the past 10 minutes, is people just sitting here in this traffic and then turning around. So it is a very traffic is moving along where we're sitting right now, but we're just trying to get out there. And we've listened to the press conference, or I listened to the press conference because we were not able to make the first one, but we do know there's a second one, and we're learning more about this chemical plant fire. There's at least 40 employees with this company. We know one man was taken to the hospital with serious burns. About 31 kids had to be evacuated from a private school. This was Wildwood, a private school, and they actually had to go through a pasture to get to safety. So this kind of information tells you how serious this chemical plant fire is. So I'm going to be asking the president, Mr. Jeff Harfield, of that company, what is exactly burning. I know he mentioned there was some flammable gases and diesel fuel and turpentine, but is this stuff harmful? I know he said that most of this stuff is under our kitchen sink, but it seems like there's more of a bigger problem because so many people are having to evacuate. They're shutting down roads. So we are moving towards Shepherd slowly. So we're going to check back in with you guys here in the next 10 minutes or so. We're hoping that we can kind of go off roads to try to make our way to that Exxon gas station and of course get more information and pass it along to you guys. So that's what we're seeing right now out here on US 59 northbound is slow traffic. If you are going to be heading this way, you may want to find a different route because we do see a lot of emergency crews ahead, and let's see if you guys can see those emergency crews. So we're going to make our way up there and try to get through so we can get to that Exxon gas station and start talking to people and officials about this chemical plant fire.
Yeah, we know that multiple agencies are responding to this large fire. Rochelle, you and the photojournalist that you're working with, please, please, please stay safe as you make your way toward that Exxon station.
She's about 8 miles from that scene. Traffic very slow as they're rerouting folks so they can tackle this fire.